Hello, this is Tracy the Artsy Gardener. Thanks so much for stopping in and checking out this video. We are going to go thrifting. No matter what your style is, you can find it at the thrift store. And holiday items, it's in an abundance at the thrift store. So thank you for joining and keep watching, and we are going to go on a thrift adventure. But first, I found a lotto ticket that still had $10 on it. It was so old, it was on my refrigerator, and I figured, you know what? Let's make this a challenge. So I did have some other lotto tickets, but those were all expired, so I couldn't use them. But I did end up cashing in $10. So my thrift adventures are going to be $10. So I always start off with a donation because then I do get a 20% off coupon. So here we are. Let's go spend my $10. I really like this frame. This frame just really spoke to me. It had so much character. The print inside was a Renoir, but it wasn't like good quality. It was like a cheap knockoff print, but the frame is so nice. This would look so great if you were to replace it with like some kind of a Christmas winter scene. I thought that would be so lovely. So I know what you're thinking. You're like, where's the Christmas stuff? But I had to check out the frames. I always check out frames. And look how lovely this stained glass piece is. I have to show you guys a little more of a close-up of it because the detail in this is so spectacular. Look at that. Like, this is pretty amazing. I know it's not Christmas, but I mean, we could put a red bow on it or a silver bow and really make it Christmassy. Oh, look at that. And the price, $5.99, that to me is a score. I do have a mental checklist of what I am looking for. I am looking for Christmas crystal decor, but practical. I do have 3 young kids, so I don't want something that's just tchotchkes on the table that they can break and then I'll be upset because I fell in love with it and then it's broken. But that's also what's good about buying at a thrift store is if it does break, it's not like breaking the bank, so to speak. So that's one of my things that I'm looking for. And I'm also looking for plates, Christmas plates, like sandwich size plates, like that size on top there. But I felt like this was a really nice pattern. It did have the gold trim, so it's not dishwasher safe. And I didn't want to break up the whole set. Leave that for someone else. Story time. So as I'm checking out this Santa that looks like he's cruising around in a 57 Chevy Bel Air, it is made of resin. I'm really checking it out hard, really liking it. But then I'm like, do I need this? This is what I'm thinking about because I'm trying to be thrift savvy and I do have a mission in my head of crystal. So I leave it behind and right when I walk away, some guy comes and snatches it up. He did look like a reseller, so you might see it for sale somewhere. But I moved on quickly and I found these brass candle holders. This has such a timeless, elegant look for Christmas. This is a perfect score. If you guys come across this moose right here, pick him up. Kids love him. I had this and somehow it ended up at my parents' house and they hang it on their wall during Christmas. It sings Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. It does have a remote that comes with it. That one didn't have it. So obviously I left it behind because my parents do already have it. But if you ever see that little moose that goes on the wall, it's pretty awesome for Christmas and I highly recommend them. Looking at this piece again, I'm now regretting that I didn't get it. It's so adorable. Why didn't I get it? I'm trying to be thrift savvy and I think I was like, what can I put in there? But I was easily distracted and I saw this clock. It is a Thomas Kincaid print inside there and I believe it played music, but I did put it down and I kept moving on. I'm not 100%, but these kind of look like Dollar Tree or Dollar Store mugs to me, so I think those are a little overpriced. But as I'm checking out these shelves with all this Christmas goodies, some woman goes and picks up that red clock that I just showed you, that there it is now in my cart. She picked it up, an older woman, and she goes, "Oh, I have one of these. It plays music every hour." So I had just picked up a bird clock that does the same thing, and I think it's by the same makers, and I had to then get that clock. What you just saw me put inside my cart, I ended up taking out because they are little measuring cups that do like stack up to be a Santa, but the hat was chipped, so I did end up putting it back, sadly. These plates I absolutely adored. I then did see some sandwich plates that I was like, ooh, these could probably go in the dishwasher, but they were pretty badly scratched up, but they were quite lovely. Does anyone else do a thrift gift exchange? My sister-in-law and I do a thrift gift exchange, and she collects little glasses like this that hold like hottie toddies or something like that, and she does collect them. So Ariel, if you're watching this, this totally is not for you. If this is your first time watching any of my thrift videos, hi, and thank you so much for watching. I am an addict to buying vintage barware. So if you keep watching some of my videos, you will see I am always down the glass aisle because I just love vintage barware, and just crystal and anything with color I'm so down with. But I'm also very easily distracted. Like, this was supposed to be a Christmas holiday video of me spending the $10 that I won, and here I am, like, gallivanting like a kid in the candy store. Bringing my focus back to Christmas. This moose mug is adorable. I didn't pick him up. I should have. $1.99. That would have been perfect to put like little candies in, or a gift certificate, and then wrapping it with cellophane and giving it to a teacher for a Christmas gift, or even like a teacher's aide or a helper. That would have been lovely, but I failed. I didn't get it. I know I should be with the Christmas stuff, but this jar just caught my eye. The shape, the color, it's pretty cool. And it could be a great Christmas gift. How about them apples? This is also great. This is great for a setup. The blue and white is very popular with people. $39.99, someone can really score good with that. You know what's not a good score? Did you see that original price tag for TJ Maxx for $5.99? Here at the thrift store, $4.99. $1 off from a thrift store? I don't think so. These were really lovely pottery artist signed pieces. I did leave them behind, but look at that. See the signature on it? The truth is, my thrift list is pretty long, so I am also on the lookout for glass bottles because I am making my own vanilla extract. It's actually quite simple, but I don't think I'm going to go with one that has skulls on it. I don't think that that's going to be very appealing in the kitchen. If you saw my last video, I did find a Christmas tree trivet. A trivet is to put like hot pots on and stuff if you're not familiar. And I saw this one. I was like, ooh, look at the design on this. Then I flipped it over and I was like, ooh, what are those bars for? And then I noticed it expands. Like, how cool. It expands, people. It expands. So both of them ended up in my cart. This little frame here I think would be so cute if you had a college student putting a picture of them when they were little and then sending it to them just so they have that for the holidays if they're not able to make it home. Would be so adorable. This tree here for $5.49, I feel like they should be paying you to take that off their hands. It was a little beat up and it smelled a little bit. These vintage Christmas pieces, I feel like everyone in the 90s had them in their windows. It just reminds me of like a nostalgic 90s type of thing. This little lady here looks a little beat up. She looks like she was hanging out at the Dickens Festival, which is a Christmas festival in my town where kids dress up in like Charles Dickens outfits and they always put like soot on their face. That's what I mean by that. This would be a perfect wreath to DIY. It was beat up, so I feel like you could take those metal bells off. For $5.49, that's a pretty good deal. I did mosey down the book aisle looking for Christmas books. They did not have any. I was looking for like some vintage Christmas books, but they had nothing. I was just looking in the garden section because I figured, hey, if they got no Christmas, I might as well look at garden stuff. I really thought this picture was the bee's knees. Like the metal top, I love metal and crystal together or glass, but it did have a big chip on the bottom. I mean, I'm sure it would be fine, but I did leave it behind, but I did love it. This piece I spotted right away. The color, the texture, the pattern, like so gorgeous. I think it would be perfect for like a pink Christmas. I've never done that myself. I don't know, has any of you done a pink Christmas? I even thought this would be perfect for a rustic Christmas. Like just so lovely, like the natural tones and everything. Again, I've never done a rustic Christmas either. I tend to stick with the crystal. I love crystal. So this year that I am trying to get more crystal items for my Christmas decor, and crystal with the silver rim, that's definitely my jam. I have so many pieces, so I can't wait to decorate for Christmas this year. This 12-piece Christmas gift set was cute. Not all the pieces were there and the box was definitely banged up, but I liked that it had like the little Christmas duck napkin rings. I thought that was adorable. So this 80s ashtray seemed to have sparked some kind of weird 80s memory for me, so I had to pick it up and look at it. At first glance, I thought these were reindeers, and I thought, how cute, but no, they're like magical horses. Very interesting. Then I came across these like gold trimmed steins. They were a very thin glass or crystal maybe, really gorgeous and stunning. I thought this would be really cool for the holidays. These ducks I really adored. They were made out of a resin where I thought they were wood at first, and I was like head over heels in love. The resin kind of was a little kill for me. Even though it's cute, resin's good, it's a good material, but I was thinking it was wood and I was really excited for it. But that would look so good for, again, a rustic tablescape for the holidays. I think it would be perfect. When thrifting, I always check out frames because the frames are always such a great price. And if you put like a vintage Christmas photo in those, I think would be perfect for decorating. So weirdly, I've been looking for a napkin holder just like that. It was really disappointing that it did have that big chip on it. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but yeah, so I just kept going. But oh, they had so many Santas. Like, you don't need to buy anything new anymore. You can literally just go to the thrift store and either rework something or just find a gem and just decorate with it. Cute mug, but it wouldn't work for me. That Santa on the bottom there, I'd forget, and once it's filled with liquids, I'd stir it and then totally break it. But I came across this sled that I just bought one just like it last week, so I was excited to see a second one. I did leave it behind, but thought it could be cool to have two, but I left it. This was an interesting vase. It caught my eye. I thought it was upside down on the shelf, so I went over to it just to check it out, and it's not. It's just, that's how it is. Very interesting, right? So if you're familiar with thrifting, you do know that sometimes pieces are missing, but what do you think was in Santa's mouth here? Very interesting, right? After I had already checked out, I did see this awesome Christmas rack. Wish I would have seen it earlier. But here it is. Here is my thrift haul. I did end up picking up some plates. They are not Christmas, but you know what? I love them and they're durable. I did pick up these two trivets that do extend out. We did a Thanksgiving festive little event before Thanksgiving for my husband's side of the family. My sister-in-law is a chef and she thought these were darling. And I wish there was more because I could share with her, but I'm a greedy goat and I'm keeping them for myself. I did get that little nutcracker. I got this little guy right here, and I got another stem wine glass because we keep breaking them, and they are great prices at the thrift store. I got a little skirt, and I did end up picking up this clock, put batteries in it, and it does play Christmas music every hour. It's amazing. And I did get this stained glass window here. Not quite sure what I'm doing with it yet, but I had to pick it up. It was just too gorgeous. So my mission was to spend that $10. Mission accomplished. I did not spend that $10. I ended up spending two 20s that I had to make this purchase, $33.12. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tracy, the Artsy Gardener. You can find my art for sale in my Etsy shop, the Artsy Gardener 29. If you're not out there doing something artsy today, get out there and do something artsy. It's good for the soul. Thanks so much for watching. Think about subscribing because it helps me and my channel out. Thanks so much. Have a lovely day.